Hope you enjoy it. Thanks for watching this. I'm giving you another review of Naruto Shippuden episode of 496 right now. The Perfect Wedding Day. Hey, part 3 right now. This was definitely one of the funniest episodes ever. Because it was a lot, it was a lot like the last ones, kind of focusing a lot on humor a little bit because there were so many things that was going on. Anyway, let's get to the main story. First of all, it's gonna be Shikamaru. He wants to find a wedding gift, but he doesn't know what to do. Like he tries to ask Choji and Ino, but Ino already has plans, and she is eyeballing another gift. Once she picked all hot by herself, but she doesn't want the other guys to get involved. Basically saying I'm picking this gift, and you guys got to come up with one on your own. Basically, literally ditching Choji and Ino. Also, they discussed this. Choji himself already, has a gift. Apparently, he's picked him to go eat at some exquisite restaurant stuff. But there's a third ticket inside, so he's gonna join them. Basically, he's gonna eavesdrop on their date, basically when they're out eating, basically, because he wants to eat all that food for Hinata and Naruto. They're gonna get stuck with the biggest bill. Anyway, this thing is continuing forward. I really love how the premise was because because Shikamaru wanted to understand what kind of gift he wanted to get them, and from the point of view of a friend, but he also wanted view of a woman, a female type of point of view. So instead of having Ino, who's not going to be with him because she's going to something else, he asked Temari. Then Temari, she listens to the conversation, and then when they start talking about things about honeymoon, all that stuff, she gets a little bit confused, distracted, all this stuff. Because the last time they spoke apparently was the time when Shikamaru asked him on a date, that was funny, and awesome, She thinks of this hit, and she thinks that this is all about us going on the date, He doesn't know that it's for Hinata and Naruto's wedding, So as they play along, how Choji literally ditches them while they go to it together. Seeing how they were together as a couple was so cute, a little bit. Especially how nervous as they both were, as they went out together, as they played games, It was kind of a date, but Shikamaru didn't give her the specifics, which led to some problems later. I'm not going to say what that is, One of the things I got to know, the comedic, like, for example, the unofficial Hidden Leaf mascot, the toe guy in the frog suit. And then we get to see Orochimaru again. Yamato's following him. That just makes me laugh. Like, these two... like, having Orochimaru was one of the baddest shinobi ever, and they just have him as these comedic foils, all around on this thing. I have a feeling he's going to be all over this place, We saw him in the last 2 episodes, he was a little bit used as comedic foil, Yamato himself. But it's going to be the same thing, Just watching Yamato watch Orochimaru, like, he's looking at him like, having his eyes glued to him, like he's not letting you out of his sight. You up to something, will be watching you like a freaking hawk. And he's committed to that. We also get the side story on the side. We get to see that Ino, she's trying to pick a gift for Naruto and Hinata. It looks a lot like something that we see in the last Naruto the movie at the very end. What is that? Well, I'm not going to spoil it for you because that's something you see. I mean, I've seen the movie. I went to theaters for it. I went to see theaters for the last Naruto the movie, Boruto movie, Gaiden, and all that stuff. That's just what happened. That's preceding the wedding. Which means that this is probably going to be a wedding gift for Naruto and Hinata, after what happens, But things went crazy when they bumped into Sakura. I mean, she bumps into Sakura, they're both getting the same gift, They both know that they want the same thing, but things get, even more awkward. Like, for example, they both start the conversation and stuff. How do both of them talk to each other, like, especially Ino taunting Sakura, that I so like you to get this gift. Literally, she's going to an argument with Sakura just to keep her away from the gift. I'm not going to say what that gift is. Let's put it this way: it holds memories, precious memories, and when you hold it in your hand, when you look at it every day, it reminds you of the past. That's all I'm going to give you. But let's just say it's spelled with the word P. P. That's it. But that's all I'm giving you. It's definitely very comedic, how they both get it so loud they got kicked out of the store, so none of them bought the gift. It's pretty hilarious, you know. And how they ask for Toji's help, like what they're gonna do. They compete each other like who can make the best food pills, like, and they make Toji. You know, this is just Toji being a ham and just eating all that food and whatever. It's pretty hilarious when you think about it. Him being hilarious, like that's just Toji being Toji, you know. Oh, excuse me. Uh, Toji being Toji is pretty hilarious when you think about it. I really enjoyed this episode overall. You know, I really enjoyed it. It was pretty hilarious. It was pretty comedic. How Toji got so fast, ate so much, like he literally passed out. Cause Toji ate a lot. He ate food down with Shikamaru. He ate like meat, whatever, and stuff. He also ate like dessert. Ate like what you call ice cream and dessert. You know, that's just Toji for you. He has a big appetite. I want. There was an eating contest between himself and Shaggy and Scooby Doo. I think Toji will probably win. You know, that's just my opinion. You know, it's definitely very hilarious. You know, eventually, you know, they resolve their issues. Once they get over it, you know, they stop the argument. Especially when he passes out from all that eating. Like, say, he's like in food heaven. Especially when he gets all bloated and stuff. It's pretty hilarious when you think about it. Eventually, they resolve their issues. They cooperate with each other. You know, eventually they make up, you know, because they were friends and they were doing this just so they can get a gift for a friend, but they realized that this isn't worth arguing or having a silly argument. So they eventually realized that it's more to just that, you know. Eventually they become friends again and come up with new ideas of what to get for Hinata and Naruto's wedding, which is 22 days away, you know. Oh, you know, it's pretty crazy when you think about it. 22 days, you know. Oh, and at the end of the episode, like when Shikamaru and then finally explains the details. Like for example, when they were going to the hot spring and all that stuff, you know, and everything that was happening, how Shikamaru finally explained the thing. Because much of Temari's confusion, she thought that this was going to be about them, about her and Shikamaru. She didn't know that Maru was talking about a gift between Hinata and Naruto. You know, of course she flips her lid and get mad and serious and gives Shikamaru a major beatdown. You know. Let's just say Shikamaru is gonna have to learn to explain things a lot more details next time. You mean you can't make Temari angry, you know? We see how she acts when you make her angry and don't tell her the whole truth. We just went through the whole Shikamaru arc, and you guys learned from that, right? You know, I really enjoyed this episode. It ended on them trying to realize their gifts. I mean, Choji and Ino, they probably have an idea of what to get. And Naruto, especially Ino and Choji, but Shikamaru, he doesn't, you know, I think a little bit. We get to see the end where they're all eating Ikiraku ramen, Iruka Sensei, it's pretty funny. It ends on a good note, you know, because seeing how this wedding is very important, you know, it's for two of their friends, you know, it's really more than just that, you know. They really want to show how much they care for their friends and want to do the best. The next episode, it looks like, I really like how the next episode preview was monologue by Killer B, because we haven't heard from him in a while. Killer B, you know, that's good. You know, giving Killer B his own story or whatnot, that's pretty good. I really enjoyed that. It looks like we're gonna see Gara and some of the others, because it's gonna be focusing on Killer B, Gara, and some of the other people who are Naruto's friends from other villages. That means they're gonna get ready for the wedding and see what kind of gift they're going to get for Naruto as well. Knowing Killer B is probably going to be something silly and funny, you know, because that's just the way he is. Because he knows things. He too is a Jinchuriki. God was also a Jinchuriki. He's probably going to get him a gift too, but, you know, he's probably going to be grand when being the Kazekage, but he's only going to show his respect because how much he cares for Naruto as a friend, you know. Anyway, that's all I got to say. Hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching. Comment, subscribe. Thank you. This is Oliver Dallas. Give my latest review of Naruto Shippuden. So 496. I'm out. Peace. Bye. Right, 22 days to the wedding.